We're back to the site for EquipToServe Museum of Bible Explorations. Let me continue to provide live updates for you. After a few weeks, we've made good progress on the renovation for our museum ministry. We made further plans as to what to exhibit at different areas. Let us walk around and check things out. These few walls have been built. We're going to show some Egyptian papyrus drawings, which will help us learn the history of ancient Egypt. This theme wall has been built. We're going to install a light box soon. All walls have been polished. We are ready to paint soon. Some of the ceiling lights have been installed too. A few arches along the hallway are taking shape. This mount for TV installation is ready too. Near the main entrance, we are designing a sign for the Museum of Bible Explorations. Cables for CCTV and sound system are ready. We want to make good use of every wall in our museum. Using illustrations and maps, we want to teach biblical background effectively. Just like this wall, we want to introduce you to 48 artifacts related to ancient Egypt. And here, we'll put an iPad. We've designed a special app featuring an interactive way for you to tap and find out more information on any of the 48 artifacts. If you feel the burden to make an offering to support us to buy this iPad, or if you want to donate your iPad for this purpose, please contact us. Around the world, there are so many museums on the history of ancient Egypt. But our museum is unique in that we want to explore how does the history of ancient Egypt relates to biblical background studies. Just like this wall, we want to design a family tree diagram for the pharaohs. Once you take a look, you'll find out which pharaoh was in power when the Israelites left Egypt. Please continue to pray for our museum ministry. Through filling out the response form, please consider supporting our needs in different areas. Let us invite you to watch the following video to review the vision of our museum ministry. Welcome to episode number 3. In the previous 2 episodes, we've explained to you the meaning behind our museum name. Also, the concept of our museum ministry, our resources to build such museum ministry, as well as our supporters. You might remember Dr. Francis Choi, our executive director, mentioned he has prepared 39 biblical themes for exhibition one day. So many might be interested. What are those themes? Stay tuned. We're going to share an overview of each theme, one by one with you today. So there are different categories for our museum themes. The first category, we call it long-term exhibition, meaning every time you visit our museum, you'll see the following 3 themes. Theme number 1, back to the Old Testament world. We're going to teach you the historical background of the Old Testament as a whole, and also book by book as well. And to all Sunday school teachers or pastors, you're most welcome to invite your students to come visit our museum, or even teach one of your classes at our museum using our resources. Theme number 2, back to the New Testament world. Just like Old Testament, we're going to teach you the historical background of the New Testament as a whole, and also book by book as well. Theme number 3, flying through human history. Basically, that's a timeline from ancient prehistoric times all the way to modern times today. Many years ago, we created these display boards. There are 30 boards in total, so our whole timeline is going to be 60 feet long. Different colors represent different time periods. We're going to share with you the key archaeological findings as well as world events at different times in history. Now onto our next categories of theme, exploring ancient Egypt. Note that all the themes I'm about to share will be exhibited for a limited time, like 3 to 4 months. They won't be exhibited in the order of my presentation, but rather we'll schedule our themes according to popular demands or whenever we're ready on the preparation. Theme number 4, searching for the history of Egypt. We're going to illustrate Egyptian history in different periods, explain important events, for example. Theme number 5, papyrus drawings and the history of Egypt. We have about 40 of these papyrus drawings to exhibit. That's going to tell us the culture, history, religious background, and important pharaohs in Egypt. Theme number 6, Pharaoh in Canaan. This is related to the time right before and right after the Israelites' exodus from Egypt. This theme was once featured at the Israel Museum, so we bought their books and asked for their permission to exhibit this theme at our future museum. Theme number 7, Israelites, Patriarchs in Egypt. That means Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Joseph. We're going to teach the historical backgrounds of Genesis in this theme. Theme number 8, Exodus, date, Pharaoh, and event. Scholars generally agree that there are 2 possible dates of the Exodus. Do you agree with the earlier date or the later date? And who was the Pharaoh back in that time? We're going to explore this question in this theme. Now, the next categories of themes, exploring Old Testament characters. Theme number 9, David and Solomon. This is a very important topic today because some scholars nowadays doubt whether David and Solomon actually exist. How can we respond and defend our faith and show that they are, in fact, historical characters? Theme number 10, Quartet with Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah's lament during the Babylonian captivity. We're going to share the historical background of that period with you. Theme number 11, Seal of Isaiah and King Hezekiah. These discoveries were found by Dr. Choi's friend, the Israelite archaeologist Dr. Eilat Massar, who just passed away and whom we'd really like to commemorate. So not only are we going to explain the significance of these 2 seals with you, we're also going to teach you the dynamics between Prophet Isaiah and King Hezekiah. Don't miss that. Now, on to the next category, exploring New Testament characters. Theme number 12, Jesus, his life, and his land. We're going to explore places where Jesus once traveled to during his earthly ministry. Theme number 13, King Herod and his architectures. We're going to teach you about the Herodian and also other building projects in the land of Israel and Jordan. Theme number 14, the Acts of Apostle Paul. In the past, we've already made 4 aerial film productions showing Paul's 4 missionary journeys. This time, we're going to collect artifacts and paintings to tell the life story of the Apostle Paul.